Welcome back AP Gov students. Today is Federalist 51, another AP Gov required document. I'm going to be going over everything about this document that you're going to know for the exam. So Federalist 51 was written in 1787, 1788. It was written by James Madison and is part of the Federalist Papers, and it is an essay type of document. So the context here, again, it was part of the Federalist Papers defending the new Constitution and why the Constitution was better than the Articles of Confederation. 51 specifically addresses common fears of centralized power by describing structural safeguards in the Federalist system, so it gets into checks and balances and things like that. So the key points made here: one, I think the best quote to summarize maybe American government ever: ambition must be made to counteract ambition. This is designed in government by having different sides of government, different parts of government going against each other to fight for power, and that's the way to distill power the most effectively and still have the best policies made. It says the government must be structured with checks and balances, checks between the different branches and checks within the branches. You also have separation of powers between the legislative branch, the executive branch, and the judicial branch. It also argues for a bicameral legislature between the House and the Senate. The House and the Senate are designed to represent different things. The House is designed to represent all people, as much people as possible, and the Senate is supposed to be about having the two best people, the two best politicians from each state representing the state on the highest stage. It is a sort of on-the-ground versus elitist form of government, but to have them in each part of the legislature, to have both the House and the Senate, make sure that both sides of politics are represented equally. 51 also goes deeper more into internal controls within government and how they are needed to guard against abuse. The course principles here, of course, separation of powers and checks and balances, the ways to design government to check itself and make sure that it doesn't abuse its power, or people in government don't abuse other people in government. It also continues to argue for republicanism and how to make an elected government, why the elected representatives are the best, and how to make those elected representatives operate in the best way that they can. The significance of 51: 1, it explains how government can be made to prevent tyranny, how government can be explicitly designed so that it doesn't abuse its own power. It also justifies how the Constitution can limit its own power to quell those anti-federalist fears of the new Constitution and a broader national government. And that's a wrap. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next document, and goodbye. Yo, if you're super cool and awesome, you should follow my Twitter or X if you're that kind of person. It's at Clark4724. I post a lot of random stuff on there, but I also post channel updates and when my next videos are coming out. So if you're gonna keep watching my channel, then I recommend you follow, and thanks.